At first glance, this young girl is simply preparing dinner. Silent, tired, but in this house, Alicia is no longer a daughter. She has become invisible. And yet, once upon a time, she was loved. They used to call her their treasure. So, what happened? How does a loved child become a stranger in her own family? This is Alicia's story. Alicia was a 4-year-old girl with no parents. She grew up in an orphanage, surrounded by other children, yet always feeling alone. Every night before falling asleep, she made the same wish. One day, someone will come for me. One morning, that day finally came. A couple walked into the orphanage. They couldn't have children. When their eyes fell on Alicia, they smiled. The woman knelt in front of her and gently asked, "What's your name?" "Alicia," the little girl replied shyly. Then the woman's husband stepped closer and asked, "Would you like to come live with us?" Alicia's eyes filled with tears. She nodded, unable to speak. That day, Alicia believed she had finally found a family. For 4 years, Alicia was loved. Her adoptive mother brushed her hair every morning. Her father helped her with her homework every evening. "You are our treasure, Alicia," they used to say. She felt safe. She felt at home. One evening, her parents called Alicia into the living room. Her mother was holding her hand against her belly. Her father, deeply moved, said, "Alicia, we have something to tell you. You're going to have a little sister." "Really? Will I be able to play with her?" Alicia asked, joyful and excited. Her mother nodded. When the baby girl was born, the house was filled with joy, laughter, and love. A few years later, everything changed. Everything revolved around the child, who was now 6 years old. Alicia was now a teenager. She was 14 years old. She had become invisible. One morning, Alicia was lying in her bed, asleep. Her mother entered the room, annoyed. "Alicia, hurry up. The baby is sleeping, and the house is dirty," she said coldly. "Okay, Mom," Alicia replied, startled. She cleaned. She washed. She put things away, while her sister slept peacefully. One day, Alicia came home from school with torn shoes. Hesitant, she showed them to her mother. Her mother looked at her, without emotion, and said, "You can still wear them. We're not going to waste money on you." A few days later, her mother came home with bags full of dresses and shoes. She walked straight toward her little girl, her biological daughter. "Look, sweetheart. New dresses just for you." Alicia watched the scene in silence, holding her old shoes tightly. Alicia still went to school. She studied her lessons every night. She had very good grades. But at home, she had become a housemaid. She woke up earlier than everyone. She went to bed later than everyone. One evening, while she was preparing dinner, her parents grew impatient. "Why isn't dinner ready yet?" "It's not that complicated," her father snapped. "I'm coming, Dad," Alicia replied, exhausted. No one asked if she was okay. No one ever thanked her. One evening, Alicia finally dared to speak. "Mom, do I still matter to you?" Her mother sighed. You should be grateful. Without us, you'd still be in the orphanage." Those words broke something inside Alicia. Every night, Alicia cried silently. "What did I do wrong? Why don't they love me anymore?" She stopped asking. She obeyed. She survived. One morning, as she was leaving for school, Alicia stopped in front of the mirror. Her reflection felt unfamiliar. A tired child wearing worn-out clothes. Alicia whispered, "One day, I will leave this place." And it continued like that for a few more years. Then, Alicia graduated. She was very happy and excited, not only because she had passed the year successfully, but because that diploma was her freedom. Now that she was going to university, she could leave the family home. She could finally spread her wings. She went to tell her parents. She didn't expect them to be overjoyed, but she at least hoped they would show some goodwill. Needless to say, they didn't. Her parents burst out laughing, and her father said, "So what? What are you going to do now? We don't have money to send you to university." Those words hit her like a blow. They had plenty of money to send their biological daughter to a prestigious school, to buy her quality clothes and shoes, to satisfy every little whim. Fortunately, all those years of suffering had made Alicia strong and clever. She secretly gave math lessons to younger students every day after school. She managed to save money for 5 years, enough to pay for university and decent housing, enough to leave that house. So she said goodbye to her family. They didn't try to stop her. On the contrary, her father said, "Yeah, bye, and never come back." Alicia left. The beginning of her new life was not easy. She missed her family despite everything they had done to her. The years passed. Alicia became a young woman, beautiful, loved, and respected. She earned her university degree and now worked as a lawyer in a very prestigious firm. She had money, a lot of money. She lived a peaceful life with her fiancé Eric. One day, she received a call, an unknown number. It was her adoptive father. "Alicia, it's me, it's Dad," he said timidly. "Dad, how did you get this number? It's been 8 years since I left your house. I still remember the last sentence you said to me." Alicia replied, "I'm sorry, my daughter. I'm calling to beg for your forgiveness. We miss you," he said. Alicia hung up. She was angry, frustrated. She didn't understand why he was calling now. An hour later, her phone rang again. This time, it was her mother. She immediately recognized the phone number, the one she had memorized for years. After a long moment of reflection, she answered. "Hello, Alicia, my daughter. It's me, it's Mom," her mother said, tears in her eyes, her voice trembling. Alicia didn't dare speak. She sighed, trying really hard not to cry. "Forgive me, my daughter. Forgive us, we made mistakes. We regret them," her mother said. "You broke me, humiliated me, rejected me. You treated me like a stranger," Alicia finally replied. Her parents kept insisting for days. They wanted to see Alicia, their daughter. They wanted her forgiveness. They wanted to reunite the family. Alicia questioned everything. Are they back because of my money? Do they truly regret what they did? She took a few weeks to think. Then, following the advice of her fiancé and friends, she called her mother. I agree to see you again, she said. They all met at a restaurant. Alicia, her parents, and her sister. The atmosphere was tense at first, but slowly they began to talk again. They tried to mend what was broken. It took time, but they succeeded. Alicia forgave her parents and allowed them back into her life. Sometimes, the people who hurt us the most are not strangers, but those who promise to love us forever. Being a parent is not just about giving life, it's about protecting, listening, loving, unconditionally. Alicia didn't choose where she was born, but she chose not to let pain define her life. She turned rejection into strength, silence into courage, and tears into victory. This story reveals a painful truth. Love is not measured by blood, nor by what we receive, but by what we give. Tell me in the comments, would you have forgiven in Alicia's place? Do you believe some wounds deserve a second chance? Thank you for watching until the end. Please like, share, and subscribe for more true and inspiring stories. See you soon.